You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the Dead Sons storyline and may contain spoilers for the Dead Sons adventure path published by Paizo Incorporated. The following segments may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the party engages with a Cult of the Devourer wing. It shakes off this sensation and looks around at all of you as well as Vesper. And it looks at Vesper and puts a hand on Vesper's shoulder. And it seems like they have some type of machine-on-machine communication, right? And Vesper kind of nods and goes back to their terminal and kind of, resets there. The Inevitable looks at all of you, and you can hear just this audio winding, almost like rewinding a cassette tape, but you can still hear the audio going really quickly until finally it decides that it's going to use Common as the most likely language for all of you. I apologize.
Sorry, I tried to kill you.
For what happened. You were certainly not like the others.
Who are the others?
I've got a good idea.
I think we all have an idea at this point.
We've been getting attacked in their seed for a while
begins
now.
With a C and ends with "ourer."
I should introduce myself. I am Edge Seeker Quilius. I am an Animate Inevitable, and my sect is generally known for moving from planet to planet, making our own surveys of the galaxy, the universe, or whatever you want to, whatever you call it in your tongue. But I've been in this section of the material plane with this array of 12 suns, each with an orbiting planetoid. And during my survey, there was an arrival of these ships, a very unsafe-looking fleet of vessels, and I attempted to speak peacefully with this group, but was immediately attacked. And during the attack, I attempted to escape, and as a result, I was somehow pulled through the drift and have been stuck here until now, I guess.
How long?
How many clicks since January 1st, 2000?
A mere couple of days.
Oh.
But that means that the people are already there.
Also means they have a fleet.
Yeah. Had a fleet. Because we're about to drop the Sunrise Maiden.
And I was unable to determine
them.
why they were present there.
We have a pretty good idea.
We have a good idea.
We can just tell you.
Yeah, we'll fill you in.
We
as long as you don't try to kill us anymore, that'd be nice. Please.
I don't see any reason why I would want to do that. You had an opportunity to eliminate me just now, and you didn't.
Well, we were trying up until we figured out what the hell was going on.
Well, as was I, so I'm willing to forgive that transgression.
Well, we have been the constellation you've been exploring has referred to as the 12 by some ancient people from the Pact Worlds, the system we come from. And it is a path that leads to a weapon of tremendous power. And we believe that the cult of the Devourer were the people you fought, and they seek to unleash it upon the plane.
The universe.
Yeah, pretty much.
It burns out stars.
Mm-hmm.
Quilius processes this information for a moment and still very stoic-faced, as much of a face as something can have that's composed of nanites. This is very disturbing. If what you say about the Gate of 12 Suns and the stellar degenerator is indeed true, the cult of the Devourer must not succeed. The entire universe is at stake.
Fist bump.
You must continue with haste to stop them. While I am technically programmed not to interfere in the discovery of this megastructure, such destructive power cannot be loosed on the galaxy. I can offer you a modicum of aid if you so desire, but you must not fail.
I mean, we're going to do everything we can not to, but...
Yeah, failing is not on our high list of things to do.
Cool.
I'm kind of fond of the universe. It's where I keep my stuff.
Yeah.
Cyna, do you have a melee weapon you particularly like?
I mean, I carry the Zippo knife that I got in book 1 out of habit, but...
Not really?
Not really, no.
Okay. Anyone have a melee weapon they particularly like?
I don't even have one.
Well,
I got a survival knife.
Well, what is being offered here?
Well,
because we can always upgrade the upgrade the Zippo knife. Okay.
You guys have UPBs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is offering to turn our melee weapons into nanite weapons.
Weapon special quality. I think it does additional acid damage on a crit.
Yeah, it's Perst Alien Archive 67. If somebody wants to grab that real quick.
On it.
So Quilius will kind of give you...
Rush back to my room and bring the Zippo lighter, the Zippo knife, and go here. We can upgrade it later.
I think that might be like a level 4 enhancement. I'm not sure.
Nanite weapon the nanite fusion gives a weapon the nanite burst critical effect. When this critical effect is triggered, a cloud of nanites detaches from the blade and begins devouring the target, swarming over it and dismantling it at its molecular level. In this situation, the weapon deals double damage as normal, but all of the damage is treated as acid damage, and the target must succeed at a fortitude saving throw or be nauseated for 1 round. When you score a critical hit with a weapon that has multiple critical hit effects, you can apply only one of those critical hit effects of your choice.
All right.
That's brutal.
If he's willing to hang around,
so it's dismantling
we can always, use our UPBs to build a good operative weapon, melee weapon, and have it turn into that, because that sounds amazing.
He'll do that to 4
weapons.
So even if you want to create some placeholder weapons just to hold on to that magic.
Honestly, I'd kind of like to upgrade the flaming knife into a higher level version at some point.
Gotcha.
But I know that rules don't exist for it.
But they could. Just say the word.
Okay.
I'll have to look into it.
The
I'm
word.
sure I could come up with something. So Onhumans are inevitables fashioned from millions of nanites and programmed to protect those who explore and chart the chaotic cosmos, though a few of them, known as Edge Seekers, move from planet to planet making their own surveys. The Edge Seeker named Quilius arrived at the Gate of the 12 Suns years ago by chance. Curious about the strange alignment of suns, Quilius has been examining the area for some time, and they were taken by surprise when the group of vessels, those belonging to the Desperate Hunger, appeared from the drift a few days ago. Edge Seeker Quilius approached and boarded the vessels in their discorporated nanite form to offer assistance to the travelers, not realizing the extent of the sect's evil. As the inevitable regained their solid form, the cultists attacked without a second thought, thinking Quilius some kind of avenging angel. Quilius made a fighting retreat back out into space, but before they could use their interplanetary teleport spell-like ability to reach safety, a terrible coincidence occurred. The inevitable was pulled into the drift when someone somewhere fired up a drift engine.
Oh,
The
God.
traumatic event fractured Quilius's mind, but in another phenomenal coincidence, the inevitable arrived very close to your starship.
Was it our drift engine?
Could be.
Might have been. We'll never know.
It realistically, I doubt that the cult of the Devourer really keep the shields up on their engines very well.
That's also fair. Maia's
So-
off there, like, peeling the 11 sticker off of the drift engine. Like,
No.
Quilius will also be able to offer some calculations to give you, because you're talking about a system with 12 stars in a very close proximity, so the gravitational calculations are somewhat complex. And Quilius will also ask if he can stay on board long enough for you to get back to the material plane so it can use its interplanetary teleport to get to safety. 'Cause
That's fine, yeah.
can't really do that in the drift right now.
Yeah.
What do you know about the 12 worlds? And you said a single planet orbits each one?
Yes.
Let's pull up our navigation data for reference.
Basically, what Quilius will be able to do is give you a +5 check to the checks that you'll make once you get in system.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a supercharged aid another when you arrive.
Gotcha.
Which
He give us the good maps.
yeah, and the good calculations too, because this is a very, very convoluted and constructed system that we're talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
You will arrive in the system. Let's see here. What do we need to make? We need to make some computers checks, because we're going to scan the system once we arrive.
That's all you, Maya.
yeah, sorry. Scanning. So it's a computer's check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, 37.
37, along with Quilius's aid, will give you a lot of information. Scans reveal that a single planet orbits each star at exactly the same distance. The planets have roughly the same diameter, mass, and rotational period. Even stranger, each planet's orbit is synchronized with all the other planets in the system, so that every so often they all face the center of the circle of stars at the same time.
Oh, this is getting weird and creepy.
Mm-hmm. The gravitational forces exerted by the 12 stars is in a delicate balance, achievable only with exacting measurements and more than a little magic. These forces make navigating through the system very difficult, and using a drift engine within the system impossible.
Oh.
The safest time to attempt to reach one of the planets is when its orbit reaches the point furthest from the center of the system, though it is by no means simple. In addition, 11 of the planets are lifeless hunks of rock with no atmosphere. Only one can sustain life. It is, in fact, teeming with it. A single intact structure can be detected on that planet's surface. The occasional burst of gravitational energy emanates from each planet as it reaches the point in its orbit where it's closest to the center of the system. The energy comes from a hole in each planet's crust at the equator, which seems to reach straight down to the planet's core. Physical science check to elaborate a bit more on that.
25.
You can deduce that the release of this energy likely helps keep the system stable, and I know that there's probably enough mysticism at the table to surmise that if focused properly, the energy can be used to open a large portal to another plane. Deep
So
scans...
what's going on here?
This is a solar system
Uh-huh.
that is basically a combination lock.
Yes.
Instead of numbers, you have suns.
But they're all working in sync, so every so often they all do just sync up.
Yep. Deep scans of the system's planets reveal small cosmic strings, one-dimensional defects in the fabric of space that produce gravitational waves mystically contained within each planet's core. These cosmic strings are maintained by massive technomagic devices kept in working condition by armies of maintenance bots.
Okay. So I guess we should go down to that one functioning structure, right?
Seems to pretty much be yelling at us
maybe.
to go there.
Clear that map. and retrieve the top layer off. What could it be?
Time for us to wreck face
It's a
something in a
space
sunrise
map.
maiden.
Okay, so you've zipped out of the drift.
Do we have a starship? Shwing!
Quilius bids you adieu
I will
and
update
good
this.
luck in your endeavor.
Thanks, Quilius.
And from the vicinity of the nearest planet, a trio of ships approaches. One large ship and a pair of escorts speeding alongside. All sensors indicate that they are on an intercept course. The comm channel screeched to life, and a gaunt man leers toward the camera lens. His skin is dark, but is made nearly iridescent by a swirl of glowing nanites. Long silver dreadlocks and an unkempt charcoal-colored beard frame his face. The distortion of the lens puts a shade of menace to the man's movements and appearance. This is the man in question.
Oh,
He looks kind of jangly.
He might be
Wow.
jangly.
He might be man as well.
That guy
Looks like just a really
definitely-
frail old man.
That guy definitely looks like he just skipped the whole bathing thing. He was like, universe is going to end anyways.
He
Okay.
glares into the camera. Are you ready for the end? The question hisses out from a mouth of brown, crooked teeth. A yellowish, soapy spittle flies forth with every syllable uttered. I am the agent of oblivion. I am the fang of the devourer. I am the herald of annihilation. I will sing when your bodies, then only shells, drift and twirl through the void, charred amid the tangled wreckage of your ship, and your journey to nothingness is nearly complete.
So,
Hold on, just 1 second. I pause. I mute.
I want to say something rude about his personal hygiene. Did you see that guy?
Oh my God, yes. I mean, has he seen a toothbrush?
I don't think so.
I think I could smell his breath over the camera.
Now let's
Yeah.
talk about the nature of this mute. Are you muting him or are you
No, I'm muting
out?
us.
You're muting outgoing? Okay.
You like hit the
Right. But we're on the screen. You can obviously tell that we're talking.
Yeah. Should we say something like, we're going to give you one chance to leave, or we'll spank you for skipping all your baths, just like your mom should have done? I think we like to really long insults, so we should go with something more direct.
No. That's exactly what we should
This
say.
whole time, he's just like, going like really into it. Like he's just like
All the
very
gestures and-
animated. I mean, at one point, the camera picture sort of distorts a little bit because a bit of spittle kind of has like that water droplet effect.
I'll
on the
unmute him and go,
lens.
1 more second. Mute him again.
He's really gross. He spit on his own camera.
This guy's just like physically repulsive.
Can we just...
All right. You have your insult ready, Ion?
I don't. There's a lot of pressure here.
3, 2, 1,
we
go.
could just say-
Unmute. We have our response.
You smell.
All right.
Zenka!
Mute the microphone.
Call ended.
So you just like disconnecting right there. Like,
You smell.
let's get some starships.
Hooray, impulsiveness. I'm so sorry.
That Zenka felt really good about that too. Just that felt real good, didn't it?
I'm so proud.
Nobody could think of anything, so I just said the first thing that came to my mind.
Zenka panicked over radio silence.
Like the
Y'all are
the
being a horrible
detective-
influence
the
on
Detective Pikachu comics. Like, I'm a PG-13 movie. I can say bad words. No, you get back here. Piss!
me. You get one F-bomb, use it appropriately.
So let's get some starships. The opposition will have 1 plus a complement of 2 escorts.
I got some ships somewhere.
Can I,
I'm so sorry.
No, that was the best thing ever.
can I scan their ship?
Oh, we will be fully involved here shortly.
I have a Viper.
That could be us. Here are other ships. I also have a pancham that doesn't stand up.
Ooh.
So, perfect. Who do you all want to be?
Let's be the different ship.
Okay.
The gray one.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
Have I shown you that?
So
I think you showed me the picture.
the the red one
This makes me happy.
is a modified ATEC bulwark,
Oh, that's so cool.
which
I love it.
Looks
It's
like
on a
this.
diamond plate. That's so cool.
it's kind of like if you took a chainsaw and removed that big blocky engine part, and we're just left with the blade. And
Wow,
the-
I'm pretty sure that was from the Reaver ships in Serenity.
I think
It
so too.
looks very similar. The two
Needs more
escorts
skulls.
are fighters, just like small fighters.
Otherwise known as something for our side guns to do.
So I guess first phase is going to be like our science officers.
The first one is
Engineering.
engineering.
Engineering. Okay.
And then it's
Helm.
helm, which is pilot and science officers.
Okay.
And then it's gunnery.
It's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah. So engineer anything you'd like to.
So it
do.
depends. I can either scan them first and wait till next round to be an engineer.
Yeah,
Or-
let's do that. Let's do
Info
that.
is
And with our
important.
new computer, you get a +4 to your roll to scan their ship.
Wow.
And you can add an additional +3 on top of that if you want to, but I plan on using both of those +3s to shoot the shit out of one of them.
So
That's a good
anything. So are you engineering or?
I'm gonna do science officer first.
Okay. All right. So we're at the helm phase.
Which starts with the initiative roll.
Okay.
Each thing.
So
Piloting checks.
No, my mouse. I guess
I've
I'll
got
roll
a
it down.
27
Oh, damn.
and a 21.
Okay. I rolled low. That's only a 30.
Okay. So it will be the fighters, the main ship, and then you.
Yep.
Okay. So this. Oh, I couldn't have done any of those anyway. All right. So science officer, what would you like to do?
Scan the main ship.
Yep. Scan the main ship.
And there's a +4.
34.
34.
It's a pretty low roll, unfortunately. I think the DC for that's 5 plus 1.5 times enemy ship tier plus defensive bonuses.
Yep. So what is that's like 3 or 4 pieces of info. You'll have to refresh me on what I'm able to pull. But there's
It
something.
breaks down in a specific order.
There's a list.
basic information. So it's going to be, so he gets all the way up to 1 weapon,
So I just go down the list and
but it's the weapon that uses the most PCU.
gotcha.
So basic information: living crew complement, ship classification, size, speed, maneuverability.
All right.
Give me your data.
So an interesting thing that Maia also picks up on. Well, if I can find it, I know that they talk about this someplace in here. Sorry, I know this is very exciting. So Maia, you notice that the vessel is using an outdated and heavily modified communications array. This system is extremely prone to being hacked. And you figure if you are able to do so, you could probably listen in on their communications coming into and leaving the main ship, which has designation Singularity.
Yeah, I think that's
So next round, you can make another science check and actually hack into their communications, if you so desire. Now,
Okay.
it is...
It's my favorite thing to do in the world.
There's
There-
nobody I'd rather have doing that.
So we're
using like analog out of something that's like tuning the radio up.
No, they're using unpatched XP. It's one of those ghost machines out on the internet that doesn't have a license, so they can't do updates.
these ships come at you with an approach. The smaller ones actually sort of flare out pretty wide.
So Red's the big bad.
Red's the big bad, yes. But it is your turn to make your piloting maneuver.
Okay, so what I'm going to
What's our speed?
Our speed is 10.
Cool. Make it 11 because I'm flying it.
Okay. What I'm going to need is for you to put us down to third of that big guy.
Oh, okay. Do. Charge.
And you can fly by him. You can...
I can just do full power.
I mean, you can twinkle toe
I can spend
him.
my free
Right.
resolve I get during a space combat to go 1.5 times speed.
You can do that too. I really don't care what you do. I just...
You might be able to go 13. I got to see if I have to be in a certain role to do it, though.
If you fly by him, can you still do that at full power?
Let me see what flyby is. That is a maneuver. No, it's stunt. Do.
No, I have to be in the engineering role to do it. Never mind.
There is a check for a flyby.
Yeah.
But we only move full speed or regular speed. So 11.
11 puts you like right
in his face.
right at the nose.
11.
Okay, and that is going to be...
So...
Reach out and touch somebody.
Now, that being said, I do still have to make a check. Wow, I wish my mouse worked. Come on. Please.
That's okay. If you do the...
That is a DC 30.
Which is going to let us do the full speed. 1, 2...
I just imagine myself that you
Yeah,
weren't
that's-
flying
that's
with like
just the
throttle controls.
flyby.
He's flying with a
No,
mouse.
we can't do the flyby. We
I
don't
can't get
have
my
enough
mouse
speed.
to work.
Okay,
It's
so...
pretty much 12 hexes.
Okay, so full power is spend a resolve. We get to move 1.5 times speed, and I don't have to touch a die. Oh, side note, our turning distance goes up by 2 when we're doing that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. That changes a lot of things then. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Any drugs that make us better at flying?
I don't need them.
What about drugs that make us
So we have turn 3.
shoot
Um,
while flying?
it's whatever our turning is plus 2.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that puts us at
Now that's
15.
one of the fighters.
I know.
Okay.
That's 15.
You'd
we
get
have
one more.
One more. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I was thinking
we'll
you were
just-
going to head us straight in on the...
I was, but with the extra turn radius, I don't know how we would turn around to get in his backside. So we're just going to wipe out the side and swing into him.
Okay. That's fine.
All right, so that makes it time to shoot. That makes
Yes.
it time to shoot.
Pew, pew, pew.
I'm going to do this thing where I spend a resolve and then fire all the weapons in one firing arc at him.
Okay, are you going after the...
Actually, I don't need to do that with the scout. I'm just going to full attack him.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to attack. Do you have weapons in arc that you aren't using?
We've got a turret, and we've got forward arc weapons.
I can shoot the turret at the big bad, and you could shoot the forward weapons at that dude.
No, I was going to give you try to give you an extra action.
Oh, that's right. You're captain.
Yep.
What does the extra action let me do?
Shoot
Yes.
again.
Well, I mean, it's a turret, so I can shoot that guy too.
Yeah, I just don't think you can use the
Your
same
to
gun.
hits probably.
That, and you can't use a weapon more than once.
Right,
in
so
any
it would have to be
round.
different guns.
That's fine.
Okay.
I will shoot I'll
Natural
save
20.
the,
So there you go.
Yeah.
Have an extra action.
I'll save the heavy anti-missile launcher for the big guy.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Pew 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 pew.
And it's not an extra attack. It's an extra action. So
It's an extra action.
yes, I'm basically giving you my action this round. And the check I make is basically attempting to make the same check that you.
Okay, so I'm going to fire at will as my first action, which is a push. How do I do a push?
Push just means that system cannot be malfunctioning.
Oh, okay.
Or glitched or malfunctioning.
Right.
That we've not taken a hit. It doesn't
We
matter.
have it. So I'm going to push that into this guy.
Okay.
Ooh, I rolled real bad. Does a 18 hit the dude in front of us?
No.
No. Okay. That's fine, because I'm gonna take my nether action to fire at will on this guy.
Okay.
Damn.
That is somehow worse.
That is somehow worse. I didn't hit him either. That would have been good if I had been able to roll. My highest roll that round was a 5. So. Sorry.
It happens. It's okay.
It's okay. I shot off 4 weapons in one round, okay? That was me. I
Yeah.
did that.
Nobody in their right mind would fly directly into my guns, so I'm going to aim over here.
Yeah.
And then they fly straight into your guns.
Yeah.
Because these guys are idiots.
I mean, to
That's
be
all right.
fair, I don't know how much we've actually
No, Jared.
taken damage.
I'm not giving you free screw over the player ability, okay? I see you Havana Whiting the shit out of that board over there. It's not going
I
to
just want to
happen.
remind you that, if the chips are down, that might be...
Yeah, see
chips
what,
are not
What
down.
this chart really means
I
is that
set
Jared
off-
said, hey, look, here are 8 ways in which I can screw you over, and then I can
set
keep
off-
doing that
here's what
if
I
you
did.
do it to me.
I set off a firework display to be all like, next round, I'm going to drop all this on your face.
Okay. Well, let's see what they do. The
They run
white
away if
one...
they're smart.
The white one certainly has you in forward arc.
It sure do. Yeah, I don't know if how many times have we actually taken damage in this ship, in this AP?
A
A
few.
handful of times. I think we got a critical threshold once.
25 AC.
25 AC will not hit us.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not with Zenka at the controls.
With the other fighter is going to shoot missiles. That's a nat 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a nat 20. 1,
No, I
2,
believe
3, 4,
that's
5.
just a critical hit effect, not double damage.
It doesn't do
Right.
double damage, and it doesn't necessarily do whole point damage. It's just a critical hit effect.
Well, does it have to
If
punch
it
through the
hits
hull?
No. If it hits the hull...
No, because it can't do a critical hit effect unless it hits hull.
Oh, well then it just damages our shields.
Now, if it does damage through the shields and then hits the hull, then it does the critical.
You're going to take 23 points of damage to starboard.
Oh no.
How many shield points do we have per quadrant?
60 in each quadrant.
Oh, okay.
move around.
Because someone was all
day.
like, hey, do you want to upgrade the ship? And I was like, yes.
The big ship
Yes, I do.
It doesn't specify a maximum per quadrant.
No.
The big ship will
moving around.
also launch missiles at you.
I should.
I wanted to.
That's a
What-
16 target lock. Yep. That's not going to work.
Mm-mm.
I'm
That's
helping.
that's the end of this round.
So now the engineering, you can always like boost our shields.
I thought you were going to try to do the
I'm gonna hack
science officer thing to.
So I got one more
Yeah.
round of science officer. So I
That's
can
cool.
hack.
All right,
do
so
that.
let's roll them piloting checks.
Okay.
Do 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 do. Oh no! It's only a 28.
Okay. The fighter's got a 31.
Mm.
The
Nice, okay.
big
I rolled a 6.
the big ship's got 21.
Beat him.
So it'll be big ship, you,
Us, and then
and the
little
smalls.
And then the little ones.
Okay. So science officer.
I'm gonna hack that thing.
Okay.
We'll try to anyway. Here we go. That would be a. Do I get a +4 to that too?
It's computer's check.
Is it something with the sensors?
It's a
would provide
+2 to any computer's check, +4 if you're scanning.
Okay, so still get a +2. Okay,
Yeah.
so 13 plus 26 then.
Don't forget,
Yeah.
you get a +1 on
What is that? 39.
Oh,
Yes. So 39.
maneuverability of the ship.
You
Okay.
tune into
It wouldn't
their
help that.
incoming and outgoing radio frequencies. You can hear the same man on the comms basically saying, "Okay, we're going to focus on that starboard. I want you to surround him on the other sides. We're going to put our weapons on his
I'll
starboard."
just put him on speaker.
Okay.
So that's what it sounds like what they want to do. Now,
All I can think about is the spit coming out of his mouth. Ugh.
He's probably like
6 turn 2.
his computer console probably looks like a well-used like spittoon from like the westerns.
Ugh. I want to hear like the other smaller ships like detune from his ship and be like, God, he's so disgusting.
Yeah, right? God, he's so gross. Why do we
Okay.
follow him?
The big ship moved, and it looks like, true to form, he's going to
Here's
attempt
what
to
I'm
try
going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to fly by the little one, and then we're going to swoop around and get in that dude's booty.
Get in that booty hole.
Oh,
Okay.
happy Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So that's a stunt. It's flyby. All right. It's going to be 15 plus 1.5 times the ship's CR.
Yeah. That's what I'm having you do on a crappy escort.
No, that's fine.
It's 15 plus 1.5 times its tier.
Yeah, it's tier.
Okay, I have a number in my head.
Okay, cool. God fucking damn it. We're going to use a point of superiority. Okay, that is a 28.
You succeed.
Okay,
Okay.
I think we were there.
That puts us in his aft.
Okay,
Cool.
It is now the small ship's turn. They've got 10 more. Okay.
I mean, they don't have to move much to keep our starboard in that side. But that's not the starboard, that's the port.
Yeah, but
But they're thinking flanky flank.
yeah, that's
Yeah, there we go. That's what they think is going to
the
happen.
best they can
That's what they
muster
think
right
is
now.
gonna
Okay, so we are at gunnery phase now.
Yep.
So
I just imagine our ship deploys the side hard points, and they go, wait, what the fuck? It has side hard points?
Dude, we have gun points everywhere.
Our guns have guns.
would you like to do your gunnery phase first? I imagine it'll be easiest.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to try to give you another shot again because
Okay.
I like you shooting things. And there's another 20.
Ooh, let's burn through
I'll
those.
take them.
Saves me from having to look
That
up
one's
the rules.
absolutely terrible. But does this is a 22 hit the crappy ones AC?
The fighter,
Yeah.
the white one, 22, it hits.
So that's the flyby on it.
Yeah, I don't believe we get a free attack. We just get to attack at
As if it
close
was in
range
short range, right?
from any arc.
2 in the arc, right?
Yeah, so we can attack with any weapon we want against any arc.
I mean, we'll attack
Ship.
its front. It doesn't matter to me. That's going to be 17 against it with the linked mining lasers. So half of that 17 hits his shields in the front arc, and half of that hits the hull points on the front arc.
Okay, so
We miss with the particle beam. So that's my action, and then the free action I get from Cyna. We're gonna. Okay. That's slightly better. Does a 18 hit?
No.
Okay. Does a 28 hit?
Yes.
The big guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say. It should.
If it doesn't,
Those
have
imps in
problems.
the sortie gear again. Oh, dear.
Mm-mm.
That's not even a fraction of what I'm rolling on this dude. All right.
Oh,
Just hold the oh dear for later until I tell you a number.
Oh.
I've been corrected.
This is not even his final form.
That's right.
Ooh. Do you need D10s?
Here, I've got a few.
Did I say I needed D10s? Now shut up. You're messing up my math.
Okay.
Got so many.
$56.
That's
And
gonna
that
be at
dude's
starboard.
backside.
Is that the back or the starboard?
That would be aft.
Okay. So you said 56?
Actually.
No, I think that
No.
is starboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah,
So
56.
it's starboard.
All right.
From an heavy antimatter missile launcher. Mr. Particle Beam. Them particle beams I keep messing with.
You should upgrade those.
They are upgraded. They do 8d6.
We just need to hit with them.
If we ever get to upgrade again, we're just going to slap more on each section and link them together. And then it will do 16d6. How you feeling? Bam!
God damn.
So you,
Holy crap, the lights dim when you fire those things.
So on the
Sure do.
on the singularity, you punch through the starboard shields.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
I like how he was all like, let's pay attention to the starboard shields. And I was like, okie dokie, that's what we'll do.
So Ion, I'd like for you to make me two
Let me show you my good side.
critical threshold rolls.
2 critical
Well,
threshold?
one for the fighter and one for the main ship that you just.
You got him excited there for a moment.
What's that thing, all shield?
So that's going to be a
Not anymore.
sensor on the small ship.
Okay.
And a weapons array on the starboard side of the main ship.
And if it doesn't have a weapon on the starboard side,
It has to be one of the sides that it has weapons on. I just rolled a d4.
roll me, and turret counts as well.
Yeah.
Roll me a d6.
I don't think turret is a separate arc. I think it just has a chance at any arc. Let me look.
Yeah, it's just roll me a d6.
No, it is. It's one arc. So any weapon firing out of his starboard, including the turret, takes a -2.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
It has something to do with his weapons array doesn't give him it's messed up on the starboard side. It doesn't give him correct firing solution
Gotcha. When firing out of the starboard.
when firing out of starboard.
I follow. Got it. That is the end of that round.
He was all like, "Oh, I think we can take these guys." And then I went and shot off into outer space, and they were like, "We can definitely take these guys." And I was like, "Whoa, all part of the master plan."
It is still, well, we're back to the engineering phase.
You smell bad. hang up the phone. That's how I'm going to start answering telemarketers.
He reminds me of the guy who
smell
just
bad.
like would just take that so horribly. Like it would just genuinely bother him that we just said you smell bad and hung it up. Like he would just like
How do
really-
they even?
he couldn't even take
how
it like
can they
maturely.
smell me over the radio? You smell that bad.
The guy's just like, how dare they? He's sitting here on the other end just like pissed, like just can't even
Shaking.
function.
Like,
Yeah, right.
Just so infuriated.
But how dare they?
Meanwhile, the guys on the scout ships are all like,
yeah.
So,
We're not
Maia,
wrong.
good news.
Yeah.
Maintaining the open channel to listen into their communications requires no further actions.
Oh, cool.
you want to repair them shields? Wait. Did they fire at us?
Oh, they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
They should do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could let that slide, but
Well, I
that's
mean,
not fair.
I forgot. I was
They
just-
are nihilists who expect to die.
I'm so excited. So we'll start with the fighters.
Yeah, they should do it.
Cool.
You are in there forward. So we will
We are, for now.
try that.
I mean, someday I'll roll better on a piloting check.
What's their gunnery check here?
How would you like more speed?
That's an 11, and
I don't know if
that's
the maiden can take much more speed.
11 and a 16 on AC. So the fighters aren't
my
really
mason
able
jar of
to shoot
Weird
you off.
liquid.
That's because basically she's
we might
like...
end up in the
That's
drift
because
again.
Zenka is like Tokyo drifting around outer space. Like, I'm pretty sure physics don't work that way.
They should add that as like a
Zenka don't
feat that you can get where you like use the drift like in combat to like teleport
No.
to the other side.
The
of field.
singularity is going
Picard
to
maneuver.
turn its turret
Yes.
towards you
They can call it that,
and
right?
attempt to target your TL. That is
Well, thank God we've got magic.
with the
that
penalty
helps, where
14
physics
target
can't.
lock. Yep. That was a pretty pitiful round. You shouldn't have had me waste the time to roll those because they're all failures.
You know what? I wanted you to, so that you knew that I knew it didn't matter.
Noted.
Wow. Wow.
Noted.
Ion comes out.
Wow.
Ion's been out. Like it's
Water's not the only thing he's been born thirsty for.
Blood.
Went out of water.
Also, maybe chicken.
don't be thirsty for chicken. You are allowed to be hungry for chicken. You are allowed to be hungry for chicken.
All right, so you got to repair the shields.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna pull a an overpower. Which one of those can be regenerate shield? Like so. Engineer goes first.
Oh,
right?
yeah, because Overpower does 3 different systems
Three
at
diverse. Yeah, it's pretty serious. But the DC of overpower is 15 plus 1.5 times ship tier. So what is the DC?
35.
For
Wait,
No,
30.
30.
30.
30, because we're only...
We're in a tier 10
Tier
ship.
10.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I just need to roll an 8 or better. Do I get any bonuses on this or no?
Is it a
It's
computer's
engineering.
check? It's an engineering check?
Yeah.
No, but you can take a +3 if you want to.
Do I have to decide that now?
Yes.
Okay.
Just take it.
Yeah, I'll just
I'd like
take
to
the
remind you
+3.
that there are options to augment your roll.
All right, Vanna White. Like, Vanna Devil White.
That was a yeah.
Vanna's
So,
own.
All right.
Okay, you
The engineering is
cranked it out of the park.
yeah,
Vanna Black.
45.
I know.
So I'm going to put divert on the shields, which is we restore points equal to 5% of the PC rating.
Which is 15 points.
And
I
then
already
it
did the
says
math.
they're evenly distributed, but
We only took damage of one, so they all go to that.
okay, that's what I was going to wonder.
Which puts us almost back at full shields.
Now, what do we want the other two pieces on? Oh, it's obvious, weapons and engines. So weapons treat all damaged ones as if they were 2s,
They don't
and
need
engine is ship speed increases by 2.
I mean, eventually we'll probably use that, but for right now...
Well, it's a freebie. Like he had to.
The
pick
problem
something.
is, like, my other option is pick science equipment, and there is no science officer because I'm a
let's
science
move
officer.
faster. Let's move faster.
Yeah. Well, no, I get
he
we get
gets
all of
3.
it: shields, weapons, and engines.
Yeah, because he
are
did the
getting-
thing, we
'cause
get
I-
3 different systems that get him.
Yeah.
He went to
overpowered.
Chili's and got the pick 3.
He used a new ability
overpower.
that we haven't had access to yet.
Oh, for being just like...
This is the
Level
6th level
10?
ability.
Oh, level 6. That's
Yeah, it's level 6. I've just never used it before.
we
never
didn't get
had
much
to.
of a chance.
Okay.
Yeah, right. We haven't had a lot of space combat.
So we're at piloting checks.
So
Sure.
ship speed has increased by 2.
Cool. So that is now 13?
And you
Yeah.
get a +1 to your pilot.
The fighters
cool.
got 26. The big ship got 18.
That's fine. Go ahead. You tell them.
36.
Cool.
I did spend a resolve for that, though.
So it's
I'm
going
at
to be
9.
the Singularity, the fighters, and the Maiden.
Sounds good.
Okay. The communications will.
I don't even care if it's not useful. I just want to.
Yeah,
hear him
the
talking.
communications.
About anything.
The
What are they going to do for lunch?
the guy
later?
will say they're too nimble for us to be able to target any one thing. Just try to get shots off on it anywhere.
Just hit it. Just hit it. You can hear the fear. Yeah. You hear the fear in the other two guys' voices, but you hear the spit.
That's a 75-year-old freighter. How can it move like that? But sir, it's the sunrise. We've only heard stories.
Sparkle.
Well, we do have like the holographic.
It's so difficult for a Sheeran to wink. They don't have eyelids.
You have an antenna movement that's the equivalent.
I know.
Because like that before it goes up, it's just like
What was
So
this?
that is their
But they're always staring. 'Cause
That
they
is-
don't have eyelids.
their movement. The Singularity kind of takes a wide turn, as it is not very fast or nimble. The fighters kind of double helix their way to try to get create some type of like crossfire pattern to catch you. The Maiden may now move.
Cool.
which will look like something like pick a hex and drop it there.
Well, we've got a movement of 13 before I do anything.
How many rounds do the engine's weapons get that bonus from Divert?
Let's not
It's not
attempt an
specified on the
audacious
sheet.
gambit.
What does the audacious gambit do?
Reduce turning distance by 2, fly through enemy hexes, and facing in any direction. The problem is that is a DC 35? Yeah, it's a DC 35. It's possible, but it's not very likely, so we'll save that.
Was that overpower?
Divert.
That's fine.
Overpower
That's
just
fine.
makes you use Divert.
Let's do an
For
evade,
this round.
Okay.
just to rub
Okay.
it in that they can't hit us.
Sure. That
Like you thought we
is-
were flying evasively before.
Okay. I get a +1 to
Yeah.
the piloting
Yeah.
checks. Okay, so I have to roll a 2.
Do a barrel roll.
I rolled a 2.
All right.
Barrel
You
roll
rolled
is
much
also
higher
an
than a
option.
2.
Yeah, that is more than a 2. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and do an
I'll take
evade. So we get to move 13 spaces, just regularly, and we get a +2 to our AC and TL this round.
Just park us where those shields aren't.
Is that the starboard?
Yes.
Yeah. Starboard.
Actually, you're right on the line. There you go. Don't give them their aft weapons if they can't help it.
Okay.
You don't get to shoot us with your butt.
Which he doesn't have good shields in, and he sucks at firing out of. We're just going to stay there because he was all like, "Strip to that starboard side," so we're listening. We're better called a Devourer guys than his guys
We're
are.
better at following directions.
Yeah. Just going to make a little point.
You want to tell them that?
Make a
over
little
the call?
pointing
All right,
point to him.
Ion, you want to give them some thoughts and prayers?
I do.
Go for it.
So are you giving me a boost?
I'm going to give you a +4.
Ooh.
You're giving me a +4 to my attack.
Mhm.
I'm going to use both of the +3s, but I'm going to broadside this fool. So I'm going to spend a resolve to shoot all 3 of my weapons into his side. Mind you, that's a +4 in each attack, and each only takes a -2. So those are at +2s, and then 2 of them are at +5.
Okay.
Good luck.
Hardy ho!
Let's go like full Macross
Yeah,
missile
we're here-
battery.
Just here to be a friendly neighbor.
Can we land our ship inside of you?
I mean,
All
we
right, so
gotta
this
we
is
gotta
gonna
open the
be-
garage door first.
This is going to be
I don't-
lasers. This is going to be particle beam, and this is going to be antimatter.
I don't want
missiles.
to. I don't want
Okay.
to park the Maiden anywhere near that ship. I don't think it's had its shots.
So
Oh no, the maiden will get
15.
mange. Its chrome will fall off.
Not a 15. Yeah, 15 is probably... That's a +2.
For the audience at home, Jared is doing his best Vanna White, and Ion is twitching in one of his eyes.
The forbidden fruit seems to be looking pretty tasty.
Do I need to make that decision before I know the results of my roll?
I'll let you re-roll and take the best of the results. That's the...
Eat it.
But
Eat the forbidden
I feel
fruit.
like you've made a similar roll and knew the result of it when attacking that ship.
I think I can hit it twice. I don't know. Do we remember what its AC was? Is it higher than 18?
No.
Yes.
The worst that could happen is it takes a turn longer. It's not like we...
I'm going to take the reroll.
Oh.
Ion has chosen to
You don't
eat
hurt my glory.
the forbidden
You don't
fruit.
hurt my glory.
If I get killed by that, it's your fault.
You just need to re-roll the one.
Oh. Okay.
And you get to take the best of them, but...
Okay.
So,
does a 19 hit it?
no.
Okay. And then, okay. So re-roll the worst one is what you're saying. That one is probably going to hit, though. That's only at a +2, so that's 20 plus a 15. Oh, wait. No. I forgot to add my stuff to it. Yeah, take that back.
Let's...
That's going to be... So a 19 plus 15 is really high, right?
Yeah.
And then an 18 plus a 15
Hit.
is like just as high. And then the other one was an 18, and I'm cool missing that one because that's the linked mining laser, so I don't even care.
Ion has forgotten that it was him who was shooting the guns.
Right, not just the guns themselves. Right.
The power was within you all along on your skill ranks.
You just forgot.
It's okay.
How do gun work?
This end towards enemy.
So 52 from the antimatter missile.
Okay.
Jesus.
I don't even want to know how much that ammo costs, but it makes an impressive haul.
Our ship makes it.
It regenerates it.
It regenerates it between starship combats. It makes one missile a day.
That's fantastic.
I'm in love. Wait a minute. This one. Oogie boogie.
Turn any ones into twos.
Oh, nice.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be...
That's Maia's damage right there.
Yeah, I'll give you an extra point.
It's like the field goal kicker.
That's going to be 28 from the particle beam.
Okay.
All up in that starboard.
Oh, God, a particle beam hit.
The mining laser
happened
did
since
it.
like book one.
It hasn't.
I told you, it's just about... Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what our mining lasers are called.
It's not fair. They're more effective.
Go ahead and roll me 2 critical thresholds.
I can roll you all the critical thresholds.
I just need 2. I appreciate the offer, though.
I imagine just like some, more blue collar worker walking by and being like, "Oh yeah, what kind of ores do you guys mine?" What?
What?
You have mining lasers.
Gold?
Those are mining lasers? We've been shooting people with
people.
those.
People is the ore that we mine.
Yeah.
Regret?
Does bones count? Yeah.
Regret.
Mining lasers? I thought they were mostly pirates.
So that starboard side is now malfunctioning.
Okay.
It is at a
Yes.
minus
It is at a -4,
and it can't do push action,
and it can't do push
I
actions.
think.
Okay.
I'm double checking.
All
I
right.
got a reference page.
And then it also has all of its sensors are glitching. So it has -2 to all of its science officers.
Got it.
So I don't feel like they're really thinking about scanning our ship at this point. They pretty much know what we have. Death and destruction. Which is what they want. They came asking for it.
I apologize. You had made the checks, and I didn't tell you what this thing had on it.
They are currently at a -4 with their guns.
See,
I just want to know what its AC and its TL was.
AC 22, TL 20.
All right, that's all I need to know. Everything else doesn't matter.
Speed 6, maneuverability turn 2, shields 90, and
Speed 6.
The weapon with most energy requirement is going to be the particle beam on its forward.
Wait, shields 90, like as in total?
Yeah.
He brought like a power wheel to an actual like drag race. That's what happened here. He was all like, vroom, vroom, I need to call it the Devourer. And I was all like, oh, it's cute. Let's destroy it.
I'd pay money for that.
It will be.
I'd pay money to see that.
It'll be their turn.
Just for reference, the Sunrise Maiden shields are 240.
It's the dude that showed up to the drag strip with his Honda
17
with
AC is not going to hit.
No. You know, just some people like to show prepared. Me.
Oh, God.
We show up in a car that looks like it's like from the 70s, has like 150 horsepower, but secretly we have like 2,000 horsepower, like monster under the hood.
No, there's a fucking ramjet in the back.
Yeah, a Mr. Fusion under the hood.
Doesn't even fucking
17
exist.
target lock. That's a 20.
Oh, that automatically hits.
That will be the white one, and that's going to hit your starboard.
Yeah, starboard.
Yeah, starboard. Let's see if it can get through our shields, and then let's talk about the possibility that critical. It can't. Don't tell the GM, but it can't.
24 damage.
So there's-
Oh no, that was a lot. We still have some shields left.
Oh, God. Somebody patch up those shields before we explode.
So that
Keep on those
is
shields. We don't want them scratching the paint.
I do want
We
you to.
just got this redone.
Yes, he with what we had remaining damage we had left and that new attack, we are 2 points over 50%. So we are like just below 50%. Shields on that starboard.
It's like, oh, man, careful. It's going to spill my hot chocolate.
it is.
Do I have to pause my game?
Yeah, it splits like windowed view.
I want you to know that like this isn't like Ion is sitting there and he's all like he has like a custom gunnery console that looks like a church organ and he is going to town on it. He's like
I'm picturing like that tractor controller.
yeah. He's playing like
Farm Simulator.
He's like playing Phantom of the Opera. Shit's going crazy. Lasers are going everywhere. He's laughing maniacally.
I imagine that like Isabel was like watching some of like the reviews of some of the fights because you're asking for something more ergonomic, and she's just kind of sitting there sipping tea and just like taking notes as you're like going hectic, and it's just like, you know, the pimp my ride type things. Like, here's what we got: swivel chair, 270-degree arc of controls, foot pedals, arm pedals, motion detection of the eyes.
We got the Toby eye tracker.
I'm just going to
You're going to put this infrared sensor on this hat, and you're going to...
We threw in a power glove for good measure, because why not?
because everyone loves the power glove.
I mean, it looks
so
really cool.
is the next round engineering?
Oh, yeah, I guess...
I mean, you could repair our shields. It doesn't matter to me at this point.
I could make the guns do more damage.
That's generally our tactic, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
I
That
mean-
is the best.
I mean, I'm
status
going to be
of it.
honest. At this level, the amount of dice I'm rolling, like, unless I roll all ones,
Fair. That's fair.
like when you're rolling like 44, that makes a difference. You're rolling 10d10,
Doesn't come up as frequently.
yeah. But you can make it so, you know.
You know, the Rangers we're fighting, maybe you could use your new boost thing. Where you give extra damage
Can
dice.
where you give us extra damage dice?
Yeah, I can do one weapon at a time, and it lasts for 10 rounds each weapon I touch. I was reading that to make sure there's not one weapon like at a time.
Yeah.
It's not. I can just keep touching stuff until
Nice.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna keep this guy.
Special.
I feel like you should touch the heavy antimatter missile launcher because we only got 2 missiles left on it. For
All
the
right.
day.
I will increase its damage by a step, but it loses 1 stage of range to do so.
Oh no! Now it's medium range instead of long range.
Right? I know, right? That does cost 1 resolve.
So it turns its D10s.
No,
Or
it adds
you
one
get an
more
additional
Adds
d10.
one more D10, so it's 11 D10 now.
Yeah.
Painful.
Jesus Christ.
I made this for you.
Oh, no.
To be fair, at least the ship version of this feat costs resolve points.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
At least there was a payment.
So that was your.
You get that for 10 rounds.
That's your engineering check.
No engineering check required, but yeah, that's my engineering.
Okay.
He just
That's your
spends a resolve
yeah.
to do it.
Okay. All right. Piloting phase. The fighters.
Beat a 33.
All right, sassy.
I sense a little sass there.
That's
The
I
because
can't
there
wait until we
was-
fight the
Fighters
corpse
got a
fleet, and they're all like,
26.
ho, 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 we will
The
turn you into undead
singularity
minions.
got a 29, so it will be
Close.
fighter singularity maiden. Okay.
Look at them trying.
They're trying their damnedest.
The broadcast.
I'm proud of them.
You almost hear the guy start to bark out orders before you hear someone, presumably their science officer, say, "Sir, they hacked into our communications."
Oops.
You are then met with like some static that after like a second, the ship kind of auto mutes.
Now you should take your action to taunt them.
I think I will. What's the DC on taunt?
It's like an intimidate, I think.
That's a captain action, right?
Yep.
It is 15 plus 1.5 times the enemy's tier.
Okay.
Let's get this guy.
And give them a minus
Make him
2.
even angrier.
Make them give them a minus 2 to their.
You pick a ship and they get a -2 during
Not
a
only
phase.
do you smell bad, you look bad.
during that phase. Well, let's wait until the gunnery phase then.
Yep.
Okay. That is their movement. The maiden is now free to move about the map.
So where is it starboard now? Over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
do a flyby.
I like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool. Do. Oh yeah, that's 9. Okay. Let's use a point of space superiority. Why the fuck not? That's the fuck why not?
We're gonna get 13 to play with. No, you don't. Not this time. Never mind. You have
No,
11.
you only have 11. That's fine though. That's still 33. So I think that should do it. Yeah, that should do it. Yep, 33.
I try to get us.
I don't know what the
Doesn't
DC
matter.
is, so
See, one of these days,
it's 15 plus 1.5 times their
several
tier.
Of the big one?
hex
Yeah.
space.
I have a
combat
number in my
games
mind
that
and
I
33
own,
beats
and
it.
we need
Cool.
to throw some dice with.
Okay.
Yes,
Maybe go old
So we can
school, some
attack any
Silent
side
Death.
of that ship.
that'd be awesome.
We can attack any arc of the big one with any arc from our ship.
So I imagine we're at the gunnery phase.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to unmute.
Okay.
I was like, and politely inform the captain and any crew that might happen to be listening that that their devotion to the cause of the Devourer is impressive. But I always thought it was kind of awkward that they if they don't want to die first, then they probably ought to stand down. Or, try to sound scarier than I am, because Cyna
Okay.
is a lot more violent than me.
Okay.
But the short version is that if you're
She's
that
trying to
eager
taunt
to
'em.
die,
Yeah, we
we
can
are
kill
going
you.
to arrange that. And you are not going to die last. And that's going to be a crappy roll. but that's still going to be a 26 intimidate.
What's the DC?
The DC on that is 15 plus 1.5 times their tier.
Okay. What was the number?
26. It's going to be
beat
close, but I did?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, then they get it -2 to everything in the gunnery phase.
Okay.
That is in addition to the...
All the other nastiness.
Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, they are going to be shooting at us from their aft, so they don't take the malfunctioning from that.
That's fine. I'm going to use the... Does that let us take any one weapon, or what is it specifically?
The flyby?
Yeah.
Let me double check here.
You can tell we haven't done.
I thought it let you take your attack.
That's what I think it is, but I want to double
Flyby.
check.
Ship moves as normal, but it can move through one hex occupied by an enemy starship without provoking a free attack. During the following gunnery phase, you can select one arc of your starship's weapons to fire at the enemy vessel as if the vessel were in close range.
Yeah, okay.
Against any quadrant of the enemy starship.
So it's an entire arc.
Yep. So you get to pick one of our arcs, and it gets to go up against any of their arcs.
So I'll spend another resolve.
Candy.
To broadside it again.
I'm assuming we're going after the starboard side.
Yeah, all up on that starboard side.
Okay.
So a 17 doesn't hit.
Correct.
It's 22. Okay, so the antimatter, I'm going to use a D4
Okay.
on top of this roll to make sure it hits.
All right.
Ooh.
Boom, I only needed to roll 2 and I rolled a 3. So both the particle beam and the antimatter missiles are going to hit.
Okay.
That's all right. He's got a D4 somewhere random. Which is probably going to get someone killed, but that's all right. Let's talk about it when someone dies.
We'll deal with it.
I don't like spending resolve without results. Oh my god.
That was some 6s.
Those are a bunch of 4s. 31 damage off the particle beam.
Into it, starboard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, this one does 11. The big gun does 11 now. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Add a 10 to that.
47.
47.
Quite as hot that time around.
Okay. That is sufficient to put that ship out of commission.
Sweet.
We need an easy button.
I think Ion had it installed in his targeting chair.
I did.
So, that ship...
That's because they were like, hey, the guy that likes guns should be in control of updating our starship. And I was all like...
So that
well,
ship,
I mean, your history as totally not a space pirate completely, means that you had the most experience about that sort of thing.
I know, and I didn't let anyone down.
We are very proud of you.
We'll have this one take its parting shot to see if it... It's got 2 gunners, and you are an aft. That'll be a...
That's Ion. Right now, he's just
will a 17 hit AC? And will a
We need some smooth jazz.
18 hit target lock?
Let's jam.
What a what?
17 AC and an 18 target lock. No and no.
Mm-mm.
Okay. The little ships have.
Did they scan us?
The little ships really couldn't because they have 2 people inside.
Okay.
They don't have the action economy.
That's 11 target lock and 10 target lock. Those are going to miss.
Now it still gets to fire at us this firing round.
I thought you
It
already
tried,
did that.
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
it failed. Now, here's what will happen. Those two smaller ships are going to bug out and appear as though they're heading they're bugging out
Yeah, I get it.
random
I
directions.
get it.
Is that something you want to pursue, or
I mean, do we need to pursue them for the experience, or does it count as a win either way?
Well, the question is are they going to go and alert people?
Yeah, we don't want them alerting people.
Oh. All right, well, let's pursue the shit out of them. It won't take long.
I mean, we're not going to kill them, but we're just going to leave them.
So what you're saying, if we're sweeping the floors, we want to sweep out the corners too.
Right.
Probably.
All right, let's do it.
so?
I mean,
Disabling a ship doesn't destroy
let
them.
me
They'll get up
put
and
this
running
in
again
perspective.
eventually.
These are tier 4 ships with not a lot of shield and not a lot of hit points. So we could belabor this for 2 or 3 more rounds for an inevitable result, or we could say that you take them out.
On a 19, what do they hit AC and TL wise?
26.
They can't hit us unless they roll a 20.
Okay.
So we can just say
These guys are just stormtroopers.
we beat
in
that
space.
ass, and
All
then
right. So
left them to
yeah,
sleep in
here's what
space.
happens. Ion and Zenka, and perhaps Cyna, mop up.
Yeah, we'll just say blow their engines out and let's go.
While Maia, maybe I didn't see the.
We can target their engines and then just leave them here floating.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
we'll just record a message to go out to the authorities saying, hey, oh wait, we're out in the vast. There are no authorities.
No, there's not.
We're the authority.
Yeah, we're the authorities.
No, we will. Because
Note
we
to
will
self,
just
I am
abstract
the
that we
law.
will come back later and bring in the salvage to turn into our spaceship points.
So here's
That's right.
here's what goes down. The 3 of you are mopping up. Maia is kind of doing what Maia does.
I thought it was
And
cute. They
Maia
tried, though.
picks
is that
up.
Galaga?
Maia, you begin to pick up the communications again because they're no longer scrambling. They need to send something out. You hear klaxons over on the other side. It sounds like a hot mess. You hear the captain say, "Our ship's been pushed through the blood door, boss. The interlopers are tougher than I thought. May the Devourer consume them. I'm sending out a long-distance transmission for more choirs to come, slit their throats, and feast on their remains."
Oh, he's sassy.
Title music for Dead Sons is provided by Overclocked Remix and created by CFX. Find more great game remixes at ocremix.com. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.